Welcome to the other side. It's Anne McDowell, freedpreneur, business coach and author. Thank you so much for clicking through, and oh my goodness, you are well on your way now to redesigning your thinking DNA. And I bet you didn't think that that was going to be possible, and you're intrigued to find out how that on earth you can change your DNA, which was something that you think you might have been born with. Well, I can tell you, when it comes to the power of your thoughts, no, you don't have to stay with what you think you were born with. You can change it. And that is one of the wonderful things about life and being able to influence yourself to make changes. So firstly, let me tell you that I am what would be considered an eternal optimist. That means that I always look on the bright side of things. I always look for the silver lining in every cloud, and I always look and sound positive all the time. Now, I have my ups and down days, but one of the secrets to being successful and having a successful mindset is the fact that I remain positive even in the face of adversity. So I'm going to take you on a fairly quick journey today to talk about how you then design and redesign your thinking and your thinking DNA. Firstly, one of the things that we like to talk about, and certainly one of the things that makes us different, to everybody, is we're all unique. We all have the power within our own grasp to change the way that we think. No one can tell us really what we think. We have little things going on in our heads all the time about what we think about certain situations. While we may be influenced by other people, we still have that power of thought that is unique to us. So that's number one. I want you to appreciate the fact that you are in control of what you think. And that is a very important thing. When you look at successful people in the world, you say to yourself, well, what do they have all in common? They've all got different backgrounds. They've all come from different levels of education. Some have lots of education, some don't have lots of education, yet they seem to be incredibly successful. So what makes a person successful? Well, I can tell you we are all exactly the same, except when it comes to one thing. Successful people have a successful mindset. They think positively. They think optimistically. And they don't let bad things happen or influence how they think about the world. They get on with it regardless. So one of the things that will separate us from anyone else in terms of success is how we think. Henry Ford said, if you think you're right and think you're wrong, you're right. So you can actually, I didn't get that quite right, but you basically influence your own decision making and your own thought processes. The power of thought is an incredible thing, and I'm no scientist, no scientist whatsoever. But what I have learned over the years is that the more negative I am, the more negative things happen to me. The more positive I am, the more positive things happen to me. And it is the simple law of attraction. Now, this became very popular quite a few years ago with the introduction of The Secret. And in terms of that was what The Secret was the power of attraction in the way you think. So I'm going to give you the step right at this moment, right now. The first strategy is that I need you to identify where you are. Are you a person that continues to think the worst automatically? So if I said to you, oh, there's a new program coming into town and, it sounds like fun, do you want to come with me? Is your first reaction, oh, yeah, I'll be in that? Or, oh, no, I don't think so. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think I don't know if I like it. What's your reaction? Is it, yes, let's do it? Or, oh, I'm not quite sure. If it's, oh, I'm not quite sure, then it shows me and it will show you that, you've got a few barriers coming up and that you may not be able to be the successful thinker that you want to be until you change a few things, which then leads into strategy number 2. I'm giving you this stuff right up front. You don't have to wait for a long time to get this information. The number 2 is you need to identify what's holding you back from moving forward. Are you a person that automatically puts a fear barrier up before you've even tried something? It could be a new food, it could be a new activity, it could be a new way of doing things. Are you a person who is frightened to move forward, because, oh my goodness, I don't know if I'll be able to do this, I don't know if I'll be able to make sense of it, I don't know if I'll be able to get it up really quickly, I feel I might look uncoordinated on the dance floor, or whatever it happens to be. The thing about it is that we have barriers in our life that are self-created. A fear, and I've heard this a lot, a fear could stand for an acronym of fantasized experiences appearing real. In other words, we might be limiting ourselves because of something that we think might happen or we're afraid of happening, but may never happen. So the strategy number 2 is identify what's holding you back from success. Identify why you continue to go into a negative pattern of thinking. And you can change this. The other thing that you need to move forward on is your strategies on getting clear about what you want. Now, we could say, oh, I want more money, I want more success, I want more freedom, I want more this. You can say all these things, but, until you actually really mean them and pinpoint exactly what a freedom means to you, exactly what more money in the bank means to you, the universe won't know until you ask specifically. And so the freedoms might be that you want to be able to have more freedoms in your job, or you leave your job and have freedoms in creating a business for yourself. Or it might be that you want to go on more holidays, or it might be that you want to pick up the kids from school without, having your pay docked. Or it could be anything. But you need to write it down on what it is specifically that you want so that the universe can answer you. So that the universe can give you what you want. It can't just be too general, because you can't say, oh, I want more money. Well, more money might be another 2 cents in your bank account. Well, that's more money. You've got to be, precise. So that's the strategy that you need to think, because that's number 3. Get clear on what you want. Get clear on it. Write it down and write down exactly what it is that you want. The next part of it is you need to start working on strategies on how you're going to get that. When you're creating and rethinking your DNA and shaping your mindset, is that you need to remember that you feed information into your mind in order to get information out of your mind. So if you're wanting to be successful, then you need to start reading books on how to become successful. You need to look at how you go about doing the things that successful people do in order to make that happen. Because we are contributors to our own life. We need to be in the driver's seat of our life, not the passenger seat. Imagine if a taxi driver who didn't know the way around was taking you everywhere he or she wanted to go, and you wanted to go to the beach, but they took you somewhere that was nowhere near the beach. You need to be able to tell your life what you want to be able to tell it. And surround yourself with positive people who make you feel good, things that make you feel good. And that way you start then energizing yourself and creating positive energy. We're all energy. All of us are just made up of energy. And the thing is that, if you want your life to be filled with happiness, then you need to start being happy. You need to be the happiest person in the room. And then you need to start believing that you're going to be the happiest person in the room. And then guess what? You will be the happiest person in the room. It's all about what you believe. If you believe in yourself, if you believe you can be happy, then you will be happy. If you believe that that is just a fantasy and, oh, hey, I'm never going to be happy because everything just happens to me and blah, 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 then your thinking is designed to fail. But if you think positively and think that everything will be a success, then your positive thinking will allow these things to start happening for you. it's the way it works. Okay? Don't ask me to explain it. It's just the way it works, because we're all about energy. So I want you then to start on that session 4, that sequence 4, is start working on how you then keep yourself happy, how you then work towards your goals of have more money in the bank, more freedoms, more flexibility, whatever it happens to be. And the next strategy, number 5, is the most important, and you need to take action. The universe will help those who help themselves. The universe will provide you things if you are showing that you are willing to put in the work to have it happen. The universe will provide you with things if you are grateful for the things that have happened before. You need to take stock of what you're grateful for and then say, thank you. Thank you, universe. I'm so grateful for these things because, oh my goodness, they make such a difference in my life. Thank you. I'm grateful for all of the air that I breathe, the sunshine that comes out every day. And all of this contributes to helping you feel positive and helping you feel like you've got control in your life, because you do have control. You make decisions every single day about what you eat, where you go, what you see, who you talk to, what you say. You have influence on, all sorts of things. People's moods. You have an influence on your own mood. You can change your mood. You can go from grumpy to happy in a nanosecond if you want to, because it's a choice. That is the thing about life. Everything is a choice. And I'm going to say the last strategy, because I want to keep this training concise and not talk too much about other things. The 6th strategy is repeat. Repeat steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And repeat. Steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so that's the 6 strategies that I've got for you in today's free training. To help you further, I know that you are thinking, well, I've got a little bit, but I need some more. I need some more. Well, I have a program for you, and I invite you to redesign your thinking on a deeper level. I've created a program called Creating Eternal Optimism, your 30-day journey and adventure to redesigning your thinking.